As I mentioned, we are joined now by Houston Dash acting head coach Sarah Lowdon. Sarah, thanks for taking a few minutes with us. Congratulations on big 5-0 win here tonight. For those of y'all for media on here, it's the biggest home victory for the Dash since August 25th, 2018. That was a 6-1 win over Sky Blue. So again, August 25, 2018. Sarah, that note, being out there now, just I guess we'll start off, just give us your overall thoughts on the game and how you thought the team played.
Yeah, I think, well, listen, first of all, I think to get the shutout is huge. That's the first thing I told the team after. I had to actually write everything down that I wanted to say because I felt like there was more things popping into my head. But to get the shutout, it's a great result for us. We obviously have some milestone we've reached. Obviously, Rachel, 101 games now, and hopefully many more. Nichelle, a hat-trick, which I believe it's the first hat-trick in club history. Michelle gets her first goal. And the great thing is we can actually get better. And that's what I told the team after is we have so much more room for us to grow. And that's what's really exciting. But I thought in the beginning we struggled a little bit to keep the ball. Again, we're kind of our own worst enemy. So the emphasis at halftime was just basically, safety first and complete your entry pass. If you're a centre back and it's an entry pass into midfield, you need to make sure that pass is 100% getting there if you're going to play it. And the same thing in midfield. And like I said, sometimes we're just our own worst enemy. But really happy that we defended well and we converted chances, which is what we've been setting out to do in the last couple of weeks.
Thank you for that. And guys, if you guys have questions for Sarah, please click the raise your hand button and I'll get you in. I see one come in from Billy Mears at Dynamo Theory. We'll start with you, Billy. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach. How's it going?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Doing well. I just wanted to get your thoughts. Like you said, after halftime, the girls did really well protecting the box and playing defense. Can you just talk about how that was completing the game defensively, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we've worked on defensive organization and discipline for the last 3-4 weeks, so that's something that we have done inside the meeting rooms, inside on the field. And so just to see it all come together again to get the shutout is huge. I think Orlando changed our shape in the second half to the 3-5-2 to match us. Obviously we kind of absorbed some pressure for sure. I thought we could have cleaned things up, but we have some players that got in that potentially don't have the relationships with other people. So again, just to get other people in and get them some minutes was massive tonight.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, next we'll go over to Jeff Kassouf from the Equalizer. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Sarah, I'm wondering with Sanchez in the wingback position, I guess we all know her, maybe in a more advanced position at times. Just what are you looking for and what have you seen? How have you kind of liked her maybe playmaking in a deeper area?
Yeah, listen, I think when we talked about switching to the system, initially it was kind of, we thought we had some players that would be kind of square pegs and round holes and just in terms of the system. And so I think Maria's come into her own and she's getting better every game in that position. I think at times she can definitely, if we keep the ball, she's able to pin usually an opponent's fullback, and that's something we're looking for. But when we're giving the ball away, that's when she kind of, I think, hesitates to go forward, just in the sense of she's just trying to think of being defensively disciplined, because that's what we're obviously discussing in training. And so, yeah, I mean, I think she's grown into her own. And I said to her when she came off, maybe you're a wing back now, and she kind of laughed. So, but yeah, I mean, Maria's a creative player. I think if you can play her higher, she's going to cause problems. But I think she's doing an amazing job at where she is right now. And there's other positions she could definitely play for us in that system. So with the games coming thick and fast, that's kind of where we've had her right now. And that doesn't mean that's where she'll stay.
And just, I know you mentioned maybe some things you wanted to see improved from that first half, but obviously, a dominant result. I guess, what is that like on the sideline in terms of, you're up 3-0 at halftime, maybe players are feeling that confidence, but you're sort of trying to mitigate that a little bit? I mean, how's that kind of, how do you manage that?
Well, I mean, listen, Orlando has been in games until the very end. They've scored some very late goals. I mean, just look at the last game they played against the Spirit. They scored some late goals against Chicago Red Stars. So I think, again, we knew at halftime I was not comfortable at halftime by any means. And so I explained that to the team, and they knew that from the scout, that this team stays in games. And so the focus was to get the shutout, and they do not score on us. That was kind of the message. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go next to Richard Dean from the Houston Chronicle. Go ahead, Richard. Richard, you're muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Got you.
Yeah. You mentioned earlier that there's still some room to grow. You know, when you see a result like this, win by 5, just talk about, how good can this team, can they be?
I think the ceiling is very high for this team, and obviously I think we're able to send players off on their national duty, like Rachel, for example, on a high. I think, again, this team can be, this is what I told the team before the game is great teams just don't put in performances here and there. Great teams put in performances consistently, and the message before the game was basically to have consistency and improvement. Those are the two things that we're looking for, and the consistency comes from their effort. I don't think I have done a good enough job of praising the team's effort over the last 5 or 6 games. And I talked about last time, like kind of manufacturing our mindset. And then the improvement is it just comes from unforced turnovers and being able to keep the ball, and that's choices when you're on the ball and options when you're off the ball. Being an option, being an option for your teammate, making sure you're on the half turn, making sure you're receiving the ball on your back foot, and you're always, an option basically. Every time your teammate has the ball, they have 2 or 3 options to pass to. So, again, like I said, I think that was kind of my message beforehand, and the challenge for them before the game that I had was just to be, we've created this consistent identity of effort, and we've got to continue that.
Yeah, I just have one more question. Just, kind of elaborate a little bit about the game that Nichelle had. A hat trick, and I know she did it here before, I think in 2016 for Canada. Just talk about the game she had.
Yeah, Nichelle has been fantastic in the last 3 games since we switched to this formation. We've played with obviously double 9s, and Nichelle will push the line and Rachel will kind of operate underneath. And yeah, to get a hat trick, she deserves it. A day in, day out, she's a true professional, and I'm just so happy for her. And at the end, we give her a game ball, and Michaela Bam presented it to her. So just really happy for Nichelle. And like I said, I think maybe she's more of a 9 than a 7 for us at the minute. And like I said, she causes backlines problems, and that was something that was in the game plan.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go over to Theo Lloyd-Hughes from the striker. Go ahead, Theo.
Hi, Sarah. Congratulations on the win. Ever since you took over and even now, you've always kind of put yourself forward as a people person. It's always the most important thing. But right now, at least, you're just nailing every tactical decision. Is it, maybe it's redundant to say, obviously, like people first or tactics first? Really, it's a combination. But just kind of walk me through what it's been like getting the tactics right, or what it's been like coming up with these tactics with Michael and Hero, I'm sure.
Well, I think what's really important, and just want to say this, it's really important not to get drunk off the praise, because you'll just be hungover by the criticism. And so that's something that I want to make sure it's always important to stay in the middle, and that's something that our staff we talk about, and that's something on the outside that I have people telling me is don't get drunk off the praise. And but yeah, I think listen, we've done the best we can, and we're getting the results, and it's great. Like I said, we have a lot of room to grow, but I think everybody's taken on their role and done an amazing job at what they've been asked to do, and that includes players and staff. And I'm just really happy for them, because honestly, this hasn't been an easy time, and at times it can be kind of hard in the sense of the results are going your way, but when you're kind of in this position, it's sometimes hard to enjoy it, and that goes for the other staff members too. But I'm really happy for them that we can finally sit back and probably enjoy this one and look back and be proud of how everybody has performed. And yeah, just really proud of everybody.
I like what you said about not getting drunk on praise. How hard is that tonight, when I think for a lot of people here, it's probably one of the best atmospheres we've seen at PNC Stadium? It took half an hour for players to get off the pitch. Everyone was signing autographs. You were signing autographs. It was like the Beatles out there. What's the trick then to kind of blocking out some of the noise, or is it about enjoying it and then kind of going hiding in a room again?
Yeah, I think it's important to enjoy it. I think take 24 hours. We always say that, take 24 hours off whatever the result is and draw a line under it. And I think the games are coming thick and fast, as you know. We've got 2 big games coming up, and players have played a lot of minutes, and now we're obviously traveling to the other side of the country. And so, yeah, I think it's really important that people enjoy it. We're in the thick of our season, and it's a long season, and so they should enjoy it. Everybody should enjoy it, including staff, including players. But yeah, we get back after it Sunday when we travel to LA.
Congratulations tonight. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Theo.
All right, we'll wrap up with a couple from Garrett Heinrich from HoustonDash.com. Go ahead, Garrett.
Hey, Sarah. Want to talk about the team defense. Third shutout in 6 games. You see late in the game Rachel making slide tackles in the box. Talk about that philosophy and how happy you've been with the overall defensive performance this season.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think the back 5, the back 3 have been fantastic over the last 6 games and haven't really put a foot wrong, and they've obviously played a lot of minutes. I think obviously the back 4 too, I could say, because obviously we've kind of switched, but it's a team effort. You know, there's 11 players on the field, everybody's a defender, and I think that's one thing that we've really tried to focus on, like I've mentioned in previous press conferences, about kind of being the 98%, and in the 2% you get to execute, and that's your job, and we did tonight. We executed our chances, but you know, it's the gritty identity that we have, that we've created, if you like, and it's being able to be the 98% and doing the dirty work and being this kind of blue-collar team that the Dash is known for. And I'm just, that's what I'm most proud of, is it's, you know, the last-ditch slide tackles, like you're saying. It's putting your body in front of a blocking a shot and putting your body in front of it and doing whatever it takes to keep the ball out of the back of the net. And those are the things that don't always get the praise, right? You always get the people that score the goals get the credit, but at the end of the day, like, we should be celebrating defense, because that's really important.
Then I want to talk a little bit about Nichelle and watching her get her first career goal, and then her celebration. She ran right to the team. The entire team was there. It was just it seemed like a great moment. How did you see it? What did you feel?
Yeah, obviously she had a couple of chances, and she actually had a really good week of training, and she's obviously come back from kind of a little knock that she had, and just really happy that she got her opportunity and she took it. And yeah, I think you can see from the celebration, just everybody is elated for it, her obviously first goal, and we're kind of trying to figure out where we were going to put her, and I'm glad we put her in the 9, because it actually it worked out. So yeah, I'm really happy for her, and congrats to her.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Joined now by Houston Dash captain forward Rachel Daly. Rach, first of all, congratulations on the win. Most importantly, congratulations on the goal as well. It was a heck of a goal from your standpoint. But we'll just start off on the team side of things. Just give me your overall thoughts on how y'all played this evening.
Unbelievable. I think that's the best we've ever played in terms of collective. I don't think everything was right. We still were a little bit sloppy in possession. I think the chances that we gave them were all from our mistakes, which is something we do need to work on, because, you know, those mistakes can sometimes cost you, and, you know, we're lucky it didn't tonight. But overall, couldn't be more proud of the team performance. I don't think the Dash have ever scored 5 in the history of the Dash, 5-0, sorry, and I don't think we've ever scored a hat-trick. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry to whoever I've said that to, but yeah, Nichelle was an absolute star tonight.
Awesome. You guys, if y'all have questions, please click the raise your hand button. Yeah, just I'll ask the question on Nichelle. I mean, just talk a little bit about her play tonight.
Yeah, she needs her name in lights tonight. She was absolutely brilliant. I was saying before, she's so underrated. She's such a phenomenal player. She works so hard, and, you know, she's a true professional. Every day she comes in, she grinds, she works her ass off. Sorry, excuse my French, but she is an angel on and off the field, and, you know, she was absolutely fantastic tonight, and I couldn't be more proud and happy for her.
I see several questions popping up here. We'll start with Steph Young from The Athletic. Go ahead, Steph.
Thank you. Hi, Rachel. I know it's hard not to be elated after 5-0, and like you said, it was quite a command performance tonight, but it does seem the team has generally been on quite an upswing. This is just the capper on several good performances, so I was wondering if you could talk about the general mood amongst the team and in the locker room, and how it's feeling.
Yeah, I haven't been in the locker room yet. But I'm sure everyone's absolutely buzzing. You know, we like I said earlier before the game, since the first game, which was a bad error from us, you know, we're undefeated, and that's something to be so proud of at this stage of the season. We've had a lot going on this year, and obviously, as you guys know, but, you know, the most important thing is that we've stuck together, and we've done that, and I think through our performances, week in, week out, it's shown. Tonight I spoke a lot about, in the huddle and the pre-game and leading up to this game, a lot about, you know, we need to start scoring more goals. Because, you know, I think the times that we've tied this year, we should have won, or we could have won. Arguably could have gone either way as well. So I think we needed to be resilient tonight, defending both sides of the ball. I thought we were absolutely excellent, and, you know, credit to every single one of us, credit to the staff. They put out a a good game plan tonight, and we executed it well. And to walk away with 5-0 is really great.
Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll go next over to Billy Mears from Dynamo Theory. Go ahead, Billy.
Hey, Rachel, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic. Looked like there was an emphasis tonight on creating chances. Just wanted to get your thoughts on that pass from Maria Sanchez that came screaming out of nowhere that you happened to get on the end of. Just get your thoughts on that fantastic play.
Yeah, Maria's got such a good delivery. Probably one of the best deliverers in the league. And as soon as she got the ball where she did, I was on the blind side of their back three, maybe four. I forget who it was, but there was no one near me at the time. And as soon as I saw her lift her head up, I was screaming Bombi at the top of my lungs. And I knew she'd whip that ball in, and all I had to do was try and get my head on it. So it's a fantastic ball. I wouldn't have scored if it wasn't for that ball, but she's got such a good delivery, and yeah, credit to her for that.
Definitely put it on the dime and great finish. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, we'll go over to Jeff Kassouf from the Equalizer. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, Rachel, just wondering, it looked like, you were dropping a bit deeper tonight, maybe not just tonight, but just what's that been like, for you, maybe, how have you is it different at all for you than previously?
Yeah, I guess so, but I think it changes game by game depending on, who we're playing against. There was a lot of space for me in the half spaces tonight, and that's kind of how I think I helped create Nichelle's first goal. Nichelle's so dangerous on the back line. She's such a threat, and if I can drop in and help create her and get her on the ball in behind, it's something that works really well when we get it right. Tonight, I think we got it right.
Thanks, Rachel.
All right, we'll go over. Looks like wrap up with Garrett Heinrich. Before we go to Garrett, Theo from the Striker. Go ahead.
Hi, Rach. I wanted to talk about the fact that this will be your last game for a couple of months and going off to the Euros. Like, did it feel like you had something extra to prove, or you wanted to get all your kind of NWSL energy out tonight, or anything like that?
No, I take every game as it is. Some people asked me today how I felt going out with being, celebrating my 100th game. Am I nervous? And you know what? I treat every game the same. It just feels like my first game. And yeah, obviously I'm so excited to go away with England now and try and solidify my place in the 23 for the Euros. But I couldn't be more proud leaving on this note. This team is in a great spot at the minute. I'm so excited to see how much they can achieve while I am gone. Like I said, they're in great hands, and I'm just excited to see where they can go.
On the pitch, you called it one of the best collective performances you've ever seen, and you've obviously seen a lot of performances for Houston Dash. Off the pitch, what was the atmosphere like? Because it felt, when your goal went in, especially that ball from Maria, and then you knock it in, it felt like just the roof came off. And I know you were out there for about 40 minutes signing autographs. So what did you think of the atmosphere?
Yeah, it was great. The fans were brilliant tonight. I don't actually think I realised until Michelle came on and scored her goal how loud it was. So they were brilliant tonight. So shout out to them. They've been our rock this year so far. They're definitely the 12th player for us. The more fans we can get, the better it is for us. We really enjoy it. But yeah, I think the whole mood, the bench, the staff, the fans, everyone on the pitch, everyone was up for it tonight. We weren't going to settle for 1-0 tonight. We knew we wanted more goals, and that was a big aim for us this week.
Congratulations again, and good luck in England.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, and for real, this time we'll wrap up with Garrett Heinrich from HoustonDash.com. Go ahead, Garrett.
Hey, Rachel. Talk a little bit about the team pushing for the full 90 minutes, getting that a few opportunities with Michelle and Joelle after they came in, and then Michelle's goal, what it was like for her to get her first career goal and to assist on that and help out, or to help with that.
You asked a lot of questions in one there. I'm a bit...
I was told the last, and I was just trying to...
I'm a bit lost. I'll go off the last part. Yeah, it was brilliant for Michelle to get a goal. I'm so proud of her. She's been injured leading up to this game for a bit, so super proud for her. Happy for her to get on the score sheet, and proud of her to come back from an injury. And yeah, Joelle is such a promising young talent. I think she's going to be fantastic for the club. Yeah, I think you need to keep your eye on her. She's going to be a great player. But yeah, it's great that we can get players in the game, and like I said, it's one of those games that you have to close out. And even though we were 3-4, 5-0 up, we weren't done. I said it at half-time. I said, it's a resilient mentality. We can't concede. If we don't concede, we win this game 3-0, because coming in at half-time 3-0. But, I said, let's get 4, let's get 5. And actually, I did say, let's get Nichelle a hat trick right at half time, and she just went and did it on her own after like 30 seconds. So fair play.
Joined now by Houston Dash forward Nichelle Prince. Nichelle, first of all, congratulations on an amazing night for the team and for you personally.
Thank you.
Guys, again, just a quick note on Nichelle. It's the first hat trick in Dash history. It's actually her second one at this stadium, though, so it's a habit for her. I guess if she's going to do it, she's going to do it here. And not surprisingly, our Budweiser player of the match for tonight after that performance. So, Nichelle, just start off. We'll start on the team side of things. How big was it for you guys to, it's 5 games in a row now unbeaten and a 5-0 win? How big was that for y'all?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, we're going into every game, fighting for a win and, not taking anything for granted or, letting teams get into a game. I think we know that we're a really, really good team when we're all playing our best, we're all fighting for each other, and we're following the game plan. And, if we don't do that, then the game could be very different. So we're trying to stay consistent and just bring our game every week. And, we've been doing that.
Awesome. All right, guys, if y'all have questions, please click the raise your hand button. See one come in from Theo Lloyd Hughes from the Strikers, so Theo, I'll get straight to you. Go ahead.
Hey, Nichelle, congratulations on a very memorable night. What do you remember from that hat trick in 2016? I was curious.
I remember being at World Cup qualifiers, and obviously, I wasn't a pro yet. I had no idea what Houston was about, and it was just really exciting to get 3 goals for my team and being a young player at that. So, it's really exciting I kind of forgot about that, so it's kind of cool that we circled back to that.
How did this kind of hat trick compare atmosphere-wise, where you feel like you're at in your career, stuff like that?
Yeah, it felt really good. I mean, it was awesome because we had an amazing crowd out tonight, so we were definitely feeding off that energy. And it's really special to get a hat trick to get a goal in front of a home crowd, and to get 3 was amazing. And I remember at the World Cup qualifiers, my whole family was there. We had a big Canadian crowd out, so it's kind of similar in that sense.
Last week, I think it was off Sunday, we spoke, and you were like, "I'm so excited to be playing the 9. I love it. Obviously now you go off tonight. You're at 4 goals now for the season, which eclipses last year and your best ever single season record. So just tell me a little bit more about what's going so right. How's that adjustment been, and how good is playing the 9?
Yeah, I think it's just a really dangerous system. You find me and Rachel going 2v2 a lot against a back line, and I think, using our speed and our ability to turn and find players in behind, I think that's been really dangerous. And I think just being central, it's really fun because you get to be in front of goal a lot more. I've had a lot of fun being in the 9, and I haven't really played there at all really for the Dash, so it's been fun to try something new and do something different than I've done in the past.
Okay, we'll go next to Steph Young from The Athletic. Go ahead, Steph.
Thank you. Hi, Nichelle. Congratulations on tonight. Your fellow Canadian, Kaylin Kyle, was on the call this game, and she was singing not just your praises, but the praises of the team as a whole, and, a pretty thorough performance tonight. And she said to her eye, it looked like the team just looked like they felt freer to go forward. I was just wondering if you vibed with that statement and what the feel is, the mood is amongst the team, as you guys have had a pretty good upswing, in the past couple games.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've just grown so much throughout the season. I think in the beginning we weren't, going as forward as much. We weren't committing as many numbers into the box as we are now. And I think every game we're growing in confidence. And we know that we can commit numbers forward. We know we can get people in the box that can score goals. And then we're also just being really diligent with our defensive transition and, not letting them get an attack off of that and being really solid defensively. So I think it's just a team effort knowing that, okay, we're holding it down in the back line so we can get more people forward. And, it's been really fun because we're, it's been me, Rachel, and Shay up top, and we're kind of free up top to kind of interchange with one another. So, one person gets in behind and then 2 people come off the front, and it's just been really hard for, I think, a back line to really be able to mark that because it's been very unpredictable. So yeah, it's been really fun so far.
All right, thank you, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go over to Jeff Kassouf from the Equalizer. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Nichelle, just wondering about the maybe the sort of personal, mental side of playing a game like that, a game that you just had individually. Of, you know, sometimes players can be critical of themselves in the moment. You know, maybe every once in a while they kind of know they're feeling, you know, good in the moment in a game. Is that, I mean, what was that like as you're kind of going through, you know, hitting a hat trick, not even 50 minutes into a game? Are you recognizing that in the moment?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was exciting getting the third goal, but I think I was just trying to stay involved in the game and make sure that I was doing the little things and staying turned on defensively. And yeah, I think it's easy sometimes to score and then kind of like sit back a little bit. So I was just trying to make sure that I was doing the small things to make sure that we, you know, kept a clean sheet and won the game.
Thanks, Nichelle.
All right, we'll go over to Garrett Heinert from HoustonDash.com. Go ahead, Garrett.
Hey, Nichelle, Sarah said after the game they presented you with the game ball and Michaela gave it to you. What did that mean for you, and did Michaela say anything to you when she presented it?
I don't know if she really said anything. I think, yeah, Sarah just congratulated me and the team congratulated me. But yeah, it was really special, and obviously that the goals came from a team effort and everyone really just being forward-minded and being aggressive in the attack. So yeah, it was really exciting to get the 3 goals, and I think everyone was just happy to, you know, get a really solid win. And yeah.
And I wanted to ask, what did it mean the fans gave you a standing ovation when they took you off, when they subbed you out? What did that mean for you? How did that feel to get that reception?
Yeah, it felt really good. I think, you know, our fan group is growing, and you could see that the stands are, you know, starting to fill up more than they have in the past. And so to get a win at home is really special, I think. And I think it will help get more people out and really just get excited to come out and watch the Dash. So yeah, I was happy that we could get just like a solid win that the fans could be proud of and just enjoy the game.
All right, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Promised just a second ago. We're joined now by Houston Dash midfielder Maria Sanchez. Maria, thank you for taking a couple of minutes with us. Just starting off, obviously a great win for you guys. From a team standpoint, just tell us a bit about, you know, what that meant for you guys to get the win, and just, you know, from a confidence standpoint, how y'all are feeling now, 5 games in a row unbeaten here.
Yeah, I mean, that was great. It always feels good to win. To win by that amount, it feels amazing. I think it was just a great team effort. We knew we had to go out there and get some goals, finish our chances. And yeah, just very happy that it all worked out the way it did.
Awesome. And guys, one more time, if y'all have questions, go ahead and click the raise your hand button. Jeff, I see you, so we'll start with Jeff Kassouf from the Equalizer.
Hey, Maria. Wondering, Sarah said that she joked with you that maybe you're a wingback now. Just wondering how you're kind of feeling in that role, if it's a little bit different than maybe you've, you know, been used to in previous setups.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I consider myself a very offensive player. So when I first had to go as that left wing back, I was a little surprised because I know my strongest point isn't my defending. But I think I've been getting a lot of help from the team, a lot of great advice. They're out on the field talking to me, and I mean, I've tried my best, and I guess I'm fitting there well, and as long as I can help the team, I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
And just being, you know, a decent number of games into the season now, I guess if you count Challenge Cup as well, you know, didn't seem like there was much of an adjustment needed, and obviously you've played in this league before, but just how are you kind of feeling like you're settling in, you know, at this stage of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I know I have a lot of work to do. I know that I have a lot of potential, and I just want to get to that at some point. I think I'm doing an okay job right now, and hopefully I could just keep growing and keep learning from my teammates, and I know the league just gets harder as it goes, so just be prepared for that.
And maybe just one more for me, if you don't mind. That ball that you played to Rachel, I mean, spectacular. Obviously, just what did you? I mean, you saw her run. Obviously, can you just walk through kind of what you were seeing there?
Yeah, I mean, I just saw the video and I didn't realize how far back I was, but I remember just looking up and seeing Rachel go for the run and call my name, and so I was like, hopefully I could get it there, and it worked out perfectly. I think she had a great finish. So I think just the communication and everything. Rachel's a great forward, a great player, so it was awesome to just finally connect with her in the attacking third.
Thank you.
All right, next we'll go over to Theo Lloyd Hughes from the striker. Go ahead, Theo.
Hi, Maria. Did you feel anything differently on the attacking side in preparation for this game, or kind of did you smell blood at all? Like during the game, that you felt like, okay, all this attacking moves, these vertical passes, they're going to click?
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to be a difficult game. I knew that their formation, I would have to be doing a lot more running than usually against teams that play a three-back. So I knew it was going to be a very difficult game running-wise, but I think I was able to prepare well and have the coaching staff and teammates give me some heads up from what they know of Orlando and give me some advice coming into this game.
It was a very good atmosphere tonight in the stadium. The fans really, especially for your assist, you could feel them go up, and for Michelle's goal at the end. How did the atmosphere feel for you? And obviously, you're used to playing in big crowds in Monterrey. So how did it kind of compare to that as well?
Yeah, no, I mean, we appreciate having the fans here at home. We're finally able to give them a big win, so I think they deserve that. And yeah, I mean, it's different when we feel that support, when we feel the fans engaged in the game, and I think we finally give them a big win that they deserve.
Last one for me. I know you hadn't got an official assist yet before tonight in the regular season. Was that playing on your mind at all coming into tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I always want to get up there, but as long as the team is doing well and we're winning, I mean, whatever I could do is okay with me. But I mean, it felt nice to finally connect the ball and get an assist.
Cheers. Thanks so much for your time, Maria. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, any additional questions for Maria, guys, before we let her go? Okay, not seeing any, so we'll end it on that. Maria, thank you for taking a few minutes. Congratulations on the win and the assist.
Thank you.